All right, guys, C-Serpents exotic snakes. It's been a little bit. Gonna do an update video on my collection. I had to rehome a few snakes, 5 to be exact. A couple of them would be growing to about 5 or 6 feet long. And these are 28 quart tubs in these racks. So I had to kind of scale back the snakes that are going to be able to live in these tubs throughout their lives. Maybe 3 feet tops in length, whatever, you know. My plan is also to next year, 2026, see about breeding, start breeding with some of my hognoses here. And I'm going to pretty much go to hognoses in my collection. Other than I've got a couple of Samboas I'm still keeping. But right now, we'll go ahead and kind of dip in and see who's who and what's what. And this guy's hiding. All right. Probably under the cave. There he is. So this is Flea, my Arctic Superconda, Hetford Xanthic. I believe there's some albino in there as well. This is a shovel-nosed hog purchase, by the way, a Germain. All right, little buddy. So I'm gonna run down each snake and pretty much who I got it from and the whole bit. But this is right now the collection as it stands. So my little Superconda here. I plan on getting a second Superconda, Arctic albino female from Germain in about a month. So this is Ink, my Mexican Black King female. This was a Herb Hobby Shop purchase. Now she'll get up to about 3 foot, maybe pushing 4. But otherwise that's as big as she'll get. But this is Ink for now. This is Romeo, another shovel-nosed hog purchase. This is a normal Mai Tai, toffee belly and sable mix, male, 2-year-old. Actually, July 4th or 5th, he turned 2 years old. This is August 6th, Wednesday, 2025. So last month, this guy turned a year. And Christine turned 2 years. I'm sorry, 2 years. Both of these guys, this one and then Christine, both turned 2 years. I'm sorry. She turned 2 years in June, beginning of June. This is Clementine, my albino female, who I plan to breed next year. She's up to size now. And she is, there she is, an albino female Western hog I got from Herb Hobby Shop. This is Curtis, who I bought as a male from Pinellas County Reptiles and discovered probably about 4 months ago that this is actually a female, as big as he got. Now I realize that this is actually a female. So this one I'll be breeding as well in 26 here, late winter, early spring, whatever. I'll be pairing this girl up as well for future hognose plans. We'll run up here quick because this is Christine, my 50-50 red from Germain Shovel-Nosed Hogs. And she's, again, 2-year-old female. June, beginning of June, she turned 2. So she's my red 50% albino, 50% leucistic. And with the rehoming of these other snakes, it's given everybody more room, so everybody isn't crowded in on top of each other. Everybody's got more room. They basically have their own tubs now. This is Crimson, my albino male, who's in blue. You can see his eyes. And he was a Herb Hobby Shop purchase. I believe him and Clementine are brother and sister. I believe they're from the same clutch. And they'll be 2 years old, or I'll have had them 2 years in November, so a couple more months, and then these guys I'll have had for 2 years, the albinos. And then this is going to be my female, which I hope to breed come spring, next year, whatever. This is going to be my female Kenyan sand boa. Here she is. Okay. So this is my female normal, black and yellow. All right, girl. There we go. So female normal, black and yellow. She's a little over 2 years old, so she's got a little more growing to do, but once she reaches that threshold, then I'll be breeding her. All right, we'll get her put back. And she'll be bred to this guy down here, who bred with Cookie back in last summer. And produce those babies in the beginning of October. Yeah, so this guy here is a Sarlacc. He's actually a 4-year-old male. Proven breeder. He's a normal, reduced pattern. And like I said, he fathered to 12 babies. I held back 2 of them for about the last 8 months or 9 months, and those are the 2 molten in lava I ended up rehoming. But I definitely plan on putting this guy back with Scarlet, actually, the female Kenyan. This guy was a Pinellas County reptile purchase here. And Scarlet, the one I showed, the female Samboa, she was a Herb Hobby Shop purchase last year. All right, so we'll just kind of... Okay, now this girl here is my Arctic, 50% leucistic. This is a shovel nose hog purchase. Beautiful. She just shed probably about 4 or 5 days ago too, so she's looking really crisp right now. The contrast is popping. So this is a female, and hopefully next year she'll be of size. And I can actually pair her with Flea up here because they're from 2 different clutches. So her being an Arctic and then him being an Arctic Super Conda. Okay, then here's my leopard clown female ball python here, who's looking for a meal already. I fed her and Hazel about 5 days ago. So I need to get feeders again pretty soon. So, and then Hazel is my pied, my pastel pied female. Okay, she's peeking out. So I did get rid of the blood python. I rehomed that one. So right now, like I say, I've got the 2 balls as my pythons go. Okay. These guys have been doing really excellent by all standards. So that's basically everybody, other than we've got little Charlie Murphy here, my sable, that I picked up from Jermaine Shovel Nose Hogs about 7 months ago, 6-7 months ago or something now. I believe this guy might be going in the shed. Yeah, he is. Okay, yeah, you can see his eyes. All right, sorry, little buddy. Yeah, you can see his eyes. Yeah, so he's going into a blue cycle. Let me kind of zero in. Yep. So this guy's possible Arctic. He's got Axanthic, I think, albino. He's an anaconda, sable. All right, buddy, we'll cover you back up. So yeah, he's doing his thing. And then this one I just got. This is my little lemon ghost here, Woma pattern male from his recent clutch. Shovel Nose Hogs here as well. Shovel Nose was this guy I was saying. And now this little dude here, this guy's about 7 weeks, 8 weeks old. He hasn't gone through his second growth shed yet. His second shed would be a growth shed. So he hasn't gone through that yet. But beautiful little male. He should get more yellow as he sheds and grows. But a beautiful little lemon ghost male. He's got a pretty calm attitude. You see how tiny this guy is. I mean, you figure he just, hatched out about 7 weeks ago. So, try to get a good close look at him. And this is Lemon Drop. I decided to call him Lemon Drop, Lemon Ghost. But he's been pretty chill ever since I got him. He hasn't hissed once. He doesn't really freak out or anything. I just kind of reach in and get him. So, and again, I'm going to get that Arctic albino female Superconda in about another month from Jermaine. And she'll be a pinkish colored Superconda snake, hognose. All right, but just take a look at his belly. He's got quite a bit of black with some yellow specks. Beautiful little snake here. Gorgeous. And I'm actually glad I was able to grab one of these, because this is his next to last clutch that hatched out. This clutch here of lemon ghosts. I wasn't sure I'd get a shot at one of these. I figured he had a big waiting list going on, but I was able to get him, so couldn't be happier. But anyway, for now, this is the collection here for the time being. And like I said, I do plan on starting to breed hognoses next year, 2026. So that's my goal. And these 28 quart tubs, again, will hold male, females, whatever, for basically their whole life. So I don't have to worry about trying to get like a big 4x2x2 or whatever animal plastics. I got nowhere to put it, That was my plan with Mars, my black milk snake that I got from Michael Clearbrook Exotics in Tennessee. But reluctantly, like I said, I had to go ahead and rehome him, rehome my blood python Ariel, rehomed my male stripe Kenyan Samboa as well, and my two babies, my whole back, so I went ahead and let them go, my molten lava, my reduced pattern babies. So for now, this is at least better for me. It's less stress. I can have better control over everything. And for now, that's what's working out for me at the moment. So this is just a little update video of the collection. All right, guys, for now, take care.